Putragis. Pasok! Alright, mega love shot guys. Nandito tayo kay Attorney Claire. Bisitahin natin, namimiss ko sa dami. Halos nagkwala ako parang nag-movie marathon ako kay Attorney Claire, mga kabsat, no? Tragis talaga ito. Anak ng kamote. Si Leviste, mga kabsat, nag-iba-iba ang statement, no? Congressman Leviste, may mga conflicting statements nga ba? No? Nako. Topic din niya, E.S. Bersamin. Senator Trillanes, nagduda sa ICI. Congressman Leviste, Cabral Files, nabuhay ang patay. Kanasabi ko lang kanina eh. Sige. Anak ng kamote. O sige tuloy. Tanggalin natin background music. Tanggalin natin ang background music. Papasukin natin si Attorney Claire.
So,
pasok, Attorney. Tapos bilisan natin to. Nabuhay ang patay, mga kakabsat. Pasok, Attorney. Uy, maganda yung countdown ni Attorney, ah. Disclaimer, this vlog is done by Attorney Claire in person. Blah, 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 blah.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Batas with Attorney Claire Castro. Mga Claire, may nagpasa lang sa akin to ng post na to. So let us see, kasi kung publicly available ang data na to, at mache-check naman, o di ipag-usapan natin mga kapit. Okay? So, sabi nila, may mga taong nakalagay sa Cabral Files na patay na or hindi na sila miyembro ng Kongreso, something like that. So, let us see, babasahin ko lang ito mga Claire, baka naman nabasa nyo na rin to.
Teka lang, sige. Bagong Lipunan Channel, ang buhay pa si Cabral. Pakikon nga, Team Sports TV, pakon ako, pasend ako ng link dito sa chat box natin. Para direct, lahat tayo makita. I-share ko mamaya kaagad. Pa-share. Ay, shoutout Kabsat! Merry Christmas and Happy New Year kay Kabsat Simply Talkies. Shoutout Kabsat Talkies. Ha? Kabsat Team Sports, paki-send yung link dito sa chat box natin. No? Kung totoong buhay pa yan si Cabral. Tingnan natin. Pero si Bagong Lipunan, naku po. Di ba may issue yan si Bagong Lipunan? Like and share, Kabsat. Maraming salamat, Kabsat. Thank you. Okay, tuloy. Pasok, Attorney Claire. Pasok.
So, disclaimer to mga disclaimer to. Kasi, nakita ko lang to sa post. So, aralin lang natin.
Oh.
At baka naman merong basehan. Okay? May basehan. Share ko lang. Oops. Share natin. Ito mga kapatid. Ito ay galing kay 333. The dead does not file budget request.
Tama.
How Leandro Leviste's evidence buried itself. Sino ba ito? Anyway.
Tama. Paano
The political, politicallabandera.com. Okay ito. Tingnan natin nakapost na naman to. Mirasol Toots Panotes died on April 29, 2022.
2022.
Marites Panotes died on April. Tama. Sabi sa AI, the statement is accurate. Mirasol Toots Panotes, who served as the representative for the 2nd District. Pakita ko lang mga Klira para meron tayong masihan. Yun. Toots Panotes, who served as the representative for the 2nd District of Camarines Norte in the Philippines, passed away on April 29, 2022. Ito rin, Wikipedia, died April 29, 2022. Died at the age of 76. Her daughter Rosemary announced Friday, that's April 29, 2022. Okay? So may basihan na tayo mga Klira.
Facts.
So, let's go back.
Pero pagdating kay Leviste, buhay.
Ay, ito.
Sa nilabas ni Leviste, Yan. So, Mirasol Toots Panotes died on April 29, 2022, but according to Leandro Leviste's so-called Cabral Files, she requested 6,804,016 in the 2025 Wow, 6 million?
from her grave. Diba? The single fact should have ended this story immediately. Instead, it became the opening act of the 3-month performance in which impossibilities were waved around as proof. Basic chronology was treated as optional, and documents listing dead individuals as active budget proponents were marketed as the smoking gun of the Philippine corruption. Diba? So, paano ito ma-authenticate ni Sec Vince? The single fact should have ended. Okay, this is not okay. This is about arithmetic, dates, and stubborn reality that dead people do not file budget requests. Tama. Patay na eh. And once you accept that, everything else, Leandro Leviste claims, collapses with it. So, paano to? Diba? O, tama naman. You can verify everything that he said is publicly available data. So, nasa Cabral files na hawak niya, patay ang nag-request. The 2025 national budget was crafted in 2024. That is not controversial. Tama. That is how government works. Yes. Yet, Leviste's files list individuals who were either dead or no longer in office as proponents of projects supposedly inserted into that budget. Remember, sinabi niya na sa 2025 budget, nandoon ang request ni Congressman Ridon. When in fact, kinorek siya ni Ted Pailon, si Congressman Ridon ay hindi pa siya congressman noong 2025. Nung ginagawa yung budget ng 2024 for the 2025. Dahil nahalal lang siya noong 2025. So yung budget na yon aprobado na, ginawa noong 2024, pinirmahan noong 2024, December 2024, so wala pa si Congressman Ridon. So how can he pinpoint Congressman Ridon as one who has these insertions? Anyway, ayan na, Toots Panotes from Camarines Norte, 2nd District Representative, death, April 29, 2022. Okay? Magkano? 6 million, okay? Time dead when budget was prepared, nearly 3 years. Ito pa. Resurrection, crying, akop. Ano to? Asawa ni ano? Sorry ha. Former representative of the 2nd District of Antipolo City. Death, May 28, 2022. Listed as proponent of for the 2025 NEP projects. Patay na siya. These are not clerical typos. They are not spelling errors. These are entire human beings, deceased for years, appearing as active participants in the budget process that occurred long after their deaths. And the problem only widens when we move from the dead to the merely unavailable. Manny Pacquiao, former senator, term ended June 30, 2022. Listed in files 2 projects totaling 200 million for the 2025 budget. Reality, he was not a senator in 2024 when the budget was crafted. Ito. Terry Ridon, accused by Leviste. $150 million insertion in the 2025 budget. Ridon was not a congressman yet in 2024. Returned to Congress June 30, 2025. This is not nuisance. This is not gray area. Former officials do not insert projects from offices they no longer hold. Dead people do not submit budget requests. And no amount of righteous indignation by Leviste can resurrect them from paperwork purposes. Zombie. Lumabas na zombie to. Nabuhay muli. Sure, you can spin intent, you can spin motive, you can spin politics, but you cannot spin chronology. And again, this isn't interpretation, this is impossibility. Okay. When confronted with these impossibilities, Leviste's next line of defense should have been authentication. Since mukha na question na yung chronology, kailangan, Vince, para hindi ako mabash dito. Kasi nabuhay ang mga patay. Yung mga zombies, nagkaroon ng budget ang mga zombies. Sec Vince, authenticate this. Otherwise, may nagpapahinto ni sa'yo magsalita. Di ba? So, yung taong naglabas, hindi na siya yung maglalabas. Ang inuutusan na niya ngayon, Sec Vince, labas mo na. Labas mo na. Galit na yung tao, labas mo na. Ganon. Ha? Hindi tayo nagdadrama mga clear. Yun ang nangyayari ha. So walang ma-offend dito. With all due respect to them. Leviste's version is simple and dramatic. Mga clear. Binabasa ko lang kay Triple ha. On September 4, 2025, he claims former DPWH Undersecretary Catalina Cabral gave him the files with the authorization. Okay. Ito ha. He claims former DPWH Undersecretary Catalina Cabral gave him the files with the authorization of DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon, who supposedly called Cabral and approved the release documents in the spirit of transparency. Mga kakli, tandaan natin yung October 1 niya ha. 2025 email. Hindi si Cabral ang nagbigay. Those files were handed to him by Secretary Bonoan. With the same line, with the authorization of DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon, when in fact, if those files were already handed to him by no other than Secretary Bonoan, why would Secretary Vince still give the authorization to get those files? Nasa kanya na eh. Diba? Dizon's version is equally simple and directly contradictory. I have not authenticated any document.
Shout
I have
out.
not seen them.
Sunokawa.
According to Dizon, Cabral told him a very different story, that Leviste insisted through his weight around and forcibly copied files from a staff computer onto a flash drive. Oh, staff computer nga din ko eh. Di tatlo na pinanggagalingan. Staff, Cabral, Bonoan. So, saan ba talaga doon? One of them is lying, of course, and that is the security log. On September 4, 2025, the Daily Vista claims he walked out with explosive evidence. The official log records something far more mundane. 6 bases of pizza delivered to the DPW Central Office, 5th floor. The security log meticulously notes the food. Talaga, nagdala. Meron. May record. It records that Leviste carried only 3 to 4 pieces of paper from the programming office. There's no record of bulk of documents, no flash drives, no folders, no files. Pizza went in. Pizza went out. Evidence did not. Someone's story is Swiss cheese, and the holes all point in one direction. The holdover alibi collapses. Confronted with dead people and former officials in his so-called Cabral files, Leviste pivoted. Suddenly, the names didn't matter. They were holdovers. He said placeholders in an automated corrupt system that recycled names even after death or departure from office. The presence of dead names, Leviste argued, was proof of systematic corruption. Nabago na yung kwento. Nabago na yung spin. Nabago na yung spin. This defense is brilliant in its stupidity because it destroys Leviste's own accusation. Ano ba ito kahaba? Ang dami pa mo clear. Okay. Wait lang If the names are merely automated placeholders, then they are not actual proponents. Kasi patay na eh. Which means the Leviste has no basis to accuse specific individuals of corruption based on those names. But Leviste does both. He uses the same list to argue. These names prove a corrupt automated system, and these specific dead people are corrupt proponents. Corrupt pa rin, kaya patay na.
Makita ko na yung
Pick
file.
one. Naku, ayoko banggitin itong isa. Ito daw ang ginamit na dalawa ni Leviste. Dahil patay na yan, corrupt yan. Dahil patay na, yung mga tao yan, yung system ng DPWH corrupt. At itong mga taong patay na, corrupt pa rin. Either names represent real human action, in which case dead people filing budget requests is fatal to authenticity. Tama, di ba? Paano ma-authenticate yan kung patay na yung iba? Authenticate ito ni Sec Vince? You cannot have it both ways, Promel Kid. The holdover alibi does not rescue the so-called Cabral files. It exposes them as incoherent. Diba? Sa atin lang mga clear, kung totoo naman to, why not, di ba? Walang cover up. Pero kung dito na magsisimula, ang ibang mga mambabatas, sa mga itong questionabling dokumento, paano yun? When evidence solid, it speaks for itself. When evidence weak, it demands leverage. As QT mounted, Leviste escalated not by releasing complete documentation but by issuing threats. No? Tinatreten niya si DPWH. Isama mo na ako. Isama mo na ako. If DPWH Secretary Dizon did not confirm authenticity, Leviste...
Attorney, you're just making fool of yourself. Sinabi niya, pinakita ko kanina, yung sinabi niya, nung nagdadrama siya, Attorney Claire is making fool of herself. Attorney, pinagloloko mo ang sarili mo. Anak ng kamote, sabi ni Leviste. Putragis.
He would name the people who told him not to release the files. He also claimed that October 16, 2025, someone offered him extra funds and leverage to stay.
Yan, extra funds.
This is not whistleblowing language. This is extortion language.
Yun lang.
When your evidence needs threats to be believed, it's not evidence. Nananakot ka ni. When you can show it. When you can show all of them. Diba? Tapos sabi niya, Yusek Claire, you can make yourself, you can make a fool of yourself.
Yun! Tama! Sinabi niya yan!
Because everything that I said can be verified through a publicly available data. Yun pala. Bakit tinatago-tago pa kung publicly available data? It's desperate bluff looking for institutional validation. So, kinakailangan niya, yung questionable niyang hawak na dokumento, kailangan niya mapa-verify.
Shout out Allen Valencia.
At hindi mata-authenticate.
Happy New Year, Marisa Sakawa.
Yun yung lumalabas mga kaklira. The Palace and DPWH response. Malacanang did not mince words. The documents the Palace said were hearsay, chismis, and has no property value. Ako pala to. Until validate. Oh, ito naman mga kaklira. Kaya huwag magagat sa akin si Kong Leviste. At huwag din na ma-misinterpret. Although umami naman si Senator Ping Lacson, and thank you for that, na na-misread niya yung aking sagot. Kasi mayroon akong kondisyon, no, until validated by proper authorities. Hindi ko sasabihin hindi yan totoo, pero hearsay yan. Until validated by proper authorities. The burden of proof, the Palace emphasized, rested squarely on Leviste.
Tama!
Yeah?
Tumpak!
And crucially, Ombudsman Jesus already has Cabral's actual computer. Nandun naman eh. Not screenshots, not flash drives, not selective excerpts. Forensics will decide what is real. And forensic processes do not care about the press conferences. Tama. Marathon interviews. Tama. Umiikot-ikot eh. Ikot na lahat station eh. And social media. They're about metadata, timestamps, user access logs, and file histories. Precisely the things Leviste's public disclosure conspicuously lack. Wala daw to, wala yung mga ito, wala itong mga timestamp, wala. Kulang daw. This is not an isolated failure. It fits a pattern. An unexplained exit. Bakit? Wait, hindi ko to alam, mga clear. Wait lang. An unexplained exit from Yale? Yale pala siya? Bakit? A solar company that delivered roughly 2% of its promised 10,000 megawatts. Oy, nako, mukha mayroong ma-open. Mga ka-clear. Kasi, nako, DOE, dapat natin malaman kung may utang ba to sa DOE. Tingnan natin. Baka may record ng pagkakautang. Itong kanyang solar company. Solar. Ito yung ni Duterte, mga clear. Nag-grant ng franchise eh. On the solar. Wait lang. Wait ako. Binanggit ko na sa inyo to. Tapos ngayon marami na rin nagbabanggit. Ito Ito yun Binanggit ko na sa inyo to. Kaya, hindi ko masabing wala siyang utang na loob kay Digong, kay dating Pangulo Duterte. Duterte Oki's franchise of solar power firm owned by Lauren Legarda's son. Happy, syempre. Has signed the franchise for the operation of solar para sa Bayan Corporation, a renewable energy distribution firm owned by a 25-year-old Leandro Leviste, son of former senator and now Antique representative Lauren Legarda. Ay, ano pala? Naging ano pala siya? Congresswoman. Ayan, malaki utang na loob niya kay dating Pangulo Duterte. So tayo. Ay, saan yun? Wait, nawala ako. Yan. Pero, may problema pala yung solar power niya. 2% lang. A 34 billion payout via corporate exit. Binenta niya? 34 billion. A house bill, largely copied from his mother's prior work. Plagiarized. Ito naman niya yun. Hindi naman siya didimandar na niya. Accusations against Terry Ridon that collapsed under basic chronology and now files that listed people as budget proponents. Every supposed smoking gun dissolves under inspection. What remains is not a crusade but a failing brand strategy. The boy who cried corruption while committing it. Mirasol Panotes had been dead for 3 years. But according to Leandro Leviste's evidence, she's still more productive than his Solar Philippines company ever was. At least her ghost filed paperwork. His company delivered 2%, 10,000 megawatts. Ang liit. The man who cashed out 34 billion for delivering a fraction of his promise now asked the public to suspend disbelief, to accept documents that violate time, office, and morality itself. Files that list dead people are not evidence of systemic corruption. They are evidence that Leviste's so-called Cabral files are corrupted.
Yun lang, corrupted files. Hindi na Cabral files, corrupted
they
files.
are legally worthless now. And so is Leviste's anti-corruption crusade built upon them. They don't file budget requests, but they do have a way of exposing the living. Especially those like Leandro Leviste who make dramatic performance for proof and cringy narratives for truth. Mga kakil.
Yan
Paano magkakaroon insertion si former Toots Panotes kung matagal na siyang patay. Yan. Tapos,
Actually, hindi lang yan. Pati si
Well, yun ang mga
si
kaklira,
Hadron
nabuhay ang zombie sa panahon
ni Leviste.
ng pagbibigay ng Cabral Files. Nakita ko lang sa inyo. Diba? Pati yung mga wala na sa power, nabigyan pa rin. Hindi umano.
Tragis. O siya, taputulin na natin. Okay na yun, attorney, no? Yung mga patay, binuhay yan sa Cabral Files, nandilabas ni Leviste. Anak na kamote. Okay, pagbibigyan ko kayo, no? Actually, hindi talaga kasi ginulat tayo ni... Asan na yan? Punta natin tong kay Kwan, Bagong Lipunan. Although, hindi ko sure, baka may copyright tayo nito mga kabsat. Teka lang ha, hindi natin kaibigan to eh. Alam din natin ang takbo ng Kwan nito. Nagka-copyright to, mga kabsat. Marami nang kinopyright tong si Kwan eh. Pero kung papayagan nyo guys, pakinggan na lang natin, no? At gagawin... Saan na yun? Bagong Lipunan. Dali lang ha. O, ito. Sinasabi nyo eh.